What's up, guys? When you have rainy days, sometimes the rain brings a little bit of slowness to whatever you're doing, if you're a business owner especially. So what I like to do is I work on the things that maybe I don't necessarily want to work on. So today I'm going to be working on connecting with lenders that I have that have reached out to me, other relationships like that you can build in real estate. So this is specific to real estate, if you're in a different industry, whatever, but that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm today some of the back end paperwork and things like that need to be done, things that you need to finish up on and check on. You can work on that stuff. When it's sunny out, everybody wants to go and look at property and go and shop the market or whatever, but when it's raining, people are not as inclined unless they're really serious. So you have an extremely serious buyer if they're willing to go in the pouring rain, thunderstorms and lightning. And the same deal, I guess, if you were a car dealer, somebody was pulling into the driveway with an old jalopy and said that they had an umbrella and they were kicking the tires. So you're like, oh, that dude's gonna buy a car. The same deal. So anyway, so today that's kind of what I'm going to be working on. And what are you working on today? Another important one is, client lists. So the people that have reached out to you and they're like, I'm interested in such and such property, and you haven't necessarily, you haven't reached out maybe in your best capacity because you were showing properties or, whatever you were doing. You can then go in and look at those phone calls, those text messages, put them into a strategy where you can reach out to these people. And that's kind of what I'm doing as well. I've got several people that have reached out about just random properties and things like that I haven't got back to them in maybe a day or two, and I'm gonna shoot them a text. There's a lot of people that reach out and they're just kind of inquiring about possibility of selling their house. You can check on timelines, say, hey, look, what is your timeline for when you want to get your property ready to go? So things like that, that's kind of what I'm working on as well. And once again, what are you working on that on a rainy day, unless you have just a job where you just do the same thing every day? Entrepreneur life is a little bit different, where you every day you don't really know what's going to be dealt to you, and sometimes that does bring a lot of stress, but at the end of the day, I love doing it. So that's just my take on it. So anyway.